everyone. So I'm Erin Mosley, and this is Nathan Schwausch. We are the 11th and 12th grade advisors for Matheson-Sinton High Schools. Today we want to talk to the juniors about preparing for your senior year. There's a lot of things that happen in the fall of senior year, and so there are steps that you can go ahead, start completing today to make your life easier later on. So let's go ahead and check out some of these things. So first up, we have the College Board Opportunity Scholarship. So this is a great opportunity to go ahead and start potentially earning some scholarship money. So the scholarship is all about doing things that you're going to be doing anyways, but getting money for them. So one of the steps, the first step, is building your college list. If you do that by June 30th, you will be entered into a chance to win a little bit of scholarship money. We do have a video on our YouTube channel specifically about the College Board Opportunity Scholarship. So if you do want to learn more about it, check out that video.
All right, if you plan on taking the SAT sometime this summer or fall, it's important that you spend the time practicing for the SAT on Khan Academy. The example I always use is if you play sports, if you play football, you're not just going to show up on Friday night to play the opposing team without watching any film or without practicing for it. Same logic applies for the SAT. You don't want to show up on the test day not knowing what type of questions are going to be asked, what the structure of the test is, how it's paced. You want to spend time practicing for the SAT so that you're as prepared as possible come test day. Khan Academy is a great resource for this because it's very interactive. They have a lot of sample questions that you can practice with, and they even have a full-length practice test. Now, when a lot of students think of practicing for the SAT, they think of spending an hour and a half each night. But really, you can just spend 15, 30 minutes one night doing a few practice questions, 15, 30 minutes another night doing more practice questions. And that would be a good way to learn a lot of the different types of questions and what types of concepts will be tested on the SAT. And then the practice test can be a really great resource for students as well because you can get a feel for the pacing of the test, how long you're going to have in each section, so that then you are as prepared as possible, again, when you take the SAT.
All right, so going back to talk a little bit about scholarships, you can go ahead and start working on scholarships your junior year. You don't need to wait till senior year. Now is the perfect time to get in the habit of looking for scholarships. So that way, throughout senior year, when more become available to you, you can already be applying for them so you know how it feels. A couple good sites to look for scholarships are on Raise Me and College Greenlight. We also send out our monthly scholarship newsletter, so be on the lookout for that.
Now, whether you plan on going to college after high school or going straight to the workforce, one thing you're definitely going to need is a resume. When you're filling out your college applications, there's typically a section for you to input different activities that you've been involved in through high school, whether that's sports, band, FFA, volunteer activities, or even if you've been working, say, at Whataburger, HEB, Jack in the Box. It's great to have a resume done so that you can copy that information straight over from your resume to your college application. Makes that part a lot easier on the college application. Or if you're going straight to the workforce, you're definitely going to need a resume when you apply for that job. Or even, as Erin was just talking about with scholarships, a lot of scholarships will want a copy of a resume just to see what you have been involved in over the past few years. So if you have already created a resume and would like someone else to look at it, we're more than happy to look at that for you. Or if you need help creating a resume, we have some great resources on our website, as well as a great video on our YouTube channel that helps you walk through the process of how to create a resume.
So another big thing that you can do junior year is begin writing your college essays. So these essays are a little bit more difficult to write because we're talking about ourselves, and that's not something that we usually do, especially not in an essay. You can go ahead and find the essay prompts on Apply Texas. They are out there, so you can go ahead and start writing those as soon as possible. We also have a video on our YouTube channel strictly about writing your college essays with tips and tricks and things to keep in mind when you are going through them. So we definitely recommend using that before you start writing.
Lastly, if you know what schools you are interested in applying to, it's important that you spend time to visit those colleges to see what that campus is like. You don't want to end up in a situation where you think you want to go to school A, but you never visit that school, but you still decide to go there. And then you go to move in first day of your freshman year and you're like, oh my gosh, what have I gotten myself into? I don't like this campus. It's too late at that point. A lot of high schools also offer excused absences for you to go visit those school campuses. So take the opportunity to go visit these schools and see how you feel about that campus. See if it feels like a place where you could see yourself spending the next 4 years of your life. If you feel like you could fit in that environment. Um, if you don't feel comfortable going to a campus in person, a lot of schools now offer virtual visits where you can see the campus and tour the buildings without setting foot on that campus. Lastly, if you don't know which schools you want to visit, or you want to learn a little bit more about those schools before you take the time to visit, Big Future has some great college profiles that talks a little bit more about that school, what programs they offer, their graduation rate, class size, that kind of thing. So I know we talked a lot about a lot of different things, excuse me. But the good news is we're here to help. If you have any questions or concerns, if you'd like to schedule a meeting, please send us an email and we're more than happy to set up a time to talk with you about your senior year. It may seem like a lot, it may seem very stressful, but we can do this together. You've got this.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.